Hey guys, welcome back to Tip Tuesday. My name is Matthew Sturkey with Stone Mill Log and Timber Homes. Thanks for joining us. Last week we did a home tour on the Elk River 2 design. This week we're going to get back into construction and talk about tips for deciding on the log profile that best suits you, whether that's a chink log profile or a log and log. If you go to our process page on our website at stonemill.com, in that Our Process section, you will find a selection between our flat log dovetailed chinked profile and our flat log dovetailed log on log profile. I've got two images shown here side by side showing the chinked log profile to the left and the log on log profile to the right. So how do you know which log profile best suits you? So the first thing that you want to make a decision on is aesthetics. Log homes and the decision driving which log profile works best for you is purely a cosmetic and aesthetic thing. So what do you want to see when you drive up to your home? What do you want to be seeing? What style do you want when you're sitting on your living room couch by the fire? How do you want it to feel? What look do you want? So that is a huge driving factor in which log profile works for you. Some clients like the chink profile and a little bit of contrast between the logs and the chink joint. And then some clients want no joint, no contrast. They want a wood to wood connection. So how do you know what the differences are and what differences best suit what you're doing? The second thing is you want to think about location. When you're in the Northeast or in a much colder climate, when you have the chinked log profile, there is more insulation value that you can prove on paper to meet higher energy codes, whereas with a log on log profile, we typically will defer to a thicker log wall or a thicker log in order to achieve the R value we need to show compliance for the local energy code. So not that you can't get to the R value that you need with either one, but with a chink profile, we're putting insulation between each course of log, which on paper shows a higher R value to meet certain energy codes. With a log on log, we're having to increase the log thickness to make up for that R value that we need to achieve to comply with the energy code. So insulation value, location is going to be a big part. What log thickness is necessary to meet the energy code requirement, and we will basically determine that and help you determine that for you. And then you get into electrical wiring considerations. One profile, which is our chinked log profile, you can rough in electrical wiring after the log walls are stacked. It's typically done after the logs are stacked before the chinking is installed by the chinking applicator. With a log on log profile, the electrician will need to be on site roughing in wiring in the log walls as we go up so that he can run receptacles and switches for the doors while the log walls are being stacked. So those are really three considerations that you need to keep in mind. The biggest considerations, the aesthetics of it and what suits your style and lifestyle and your desired cosmetic and aesthetic look. Two, that location that you're building in. If you're in a much colder climate, should you consider the log and chink profile to meet the higher energy code requirement? Or three, the electrical wiring considerations and the flexibility that you have with electrical wiring and the chink profile. So they're not advantages or disadvantages from one versus the other. It is just differences that you got to take into consideration to determine which log profile best suits you. So feel free to call us if you have questions about these different log profiles, chinked versus the log on log. Our sales team is happy to help you through this, to help you make the decision about what profile best suits you. Hopefully this has been helpful. Thanks for joining us for Tip Tuesday today. We look forward to you joining us next week for more Tip Tuesday. Until then, stay safe and healthy and take care.